Hello, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz, and here's little Minnie in her bucket bed. Today we're doing Endurance 40 Chisel It. It's going to be a total body cardio sculpt. We're going to be doing lots of exercises that use your upper and your lower body at the same time, so your heart rate will go high. But they're going to be simple choreography today, so you're not going to have to switch on your brain quite as much as with some of the other Endurance 40 workouts. 40-second rounds with 10 seconds to change over. In that 10 seconds, I will demonstrate the next exercise, but you might want to grab a quick drink, towel off, get your life back before we go into the next round. We're going to start off with total body kind of cardio sculpt exercises to heat everything up, and then we're going to move more intensely into some upper body, including a bit of lower body, and then more intense lower body and some abs. You will need 1 kilo hand weights, or if you want to go slightly heavier, you can, so that's about 2 pounds. I'm using a chair for balance, and you will need a mat at the end. Now, when I press start, the first exercise is going to be a turnout position, lunge behind, step across, lunge behind, and then out to the side, okay? So it's a curtsy lunge with arms. I'm going to use my weights from the get-go, but if you want to warm up without them, you definitely can. Try and go all the way through without any breaks, but if you do need to take a micro break, just make sure you come back when you're not quite ready to come back. I want you to really challenge yourself in every aspect of this workout, because that's what endurance training is all about, right? Pressing start, come into that nice turnout position, soft knees, tummies are in, shoulders are back, step behind, raise your arms in front, and now out to the side, out to the side. So big wide step across and step behind, and making sure your arms are fully engaged on the up and on the down. So you're controlling all the way out and all the way up. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, and nice flat back, pulling your tummy in. Nice and gentle to start with, and back, and up, and up. Okay, for the next one, we're coming into a wider plie position. We're just going to reach over and out with a little bounce in the legs. So reach and actually lean to the side with your waist. Imagine your back is against the wall, so you're not actually leaning forward, but you're trying to directly lean to the side. Reach, and I'm doing a little plie bounce in my lower body. Weight is in the heels. Trying to push my knees to the back a little bit to really open up those inner thighs. Reach and reach. Deep breaths. Really reach your fingertips to the opposite wall. Nice job. Now we're going to do a lunge behind. Come up, row down, step, step, row down. So you're switching legs, rowing behind, switching sides. Now, maybe go a bit deeper with a hinge, flat back, and maybe really think about sweeping your arms further back. It's up and down, up and down. The low to high motions is what really gets your heart rate up. Breathing out, sinking low in that lunge, keeping the weight in the heel, up and down, up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We're going to come into a turnout position, but keep it narrow. We're going to keep our arms in front, come up, down, wide, and in. Up and down, wide, and in. Up, down, wide, in. Doing a little bounce in my legs. Up and down, wide and in. Now, if this is not working for your lower body, just hold it here. Up and down, wide and in. My palms are facing. So I've got my palms to the floor and then to the front. Little bounce, 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 bounce. Up and down, wide and in. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Wide position. We're going to do a side lunge, reach, and then a twist and punch. Reach low, extend, then keep side lunging, but do a twist and a punch, twisting through the waist. Side and side, side and side. Low, low, middle, middle. Deep breaths, side and side. Try to get low, but if you're not there yet, just come to your low point. Just make sure it's challenging. 10 seconds. Low and side, side. Nice job. We're going to stay on one side now. Come back into that wide plie position. This arm is going to stay here. We're going to punch forward and twist. Palm in, palm to the back. Little pulse through your plie position, your wide squat with a turnout. Now, if you want to, you can hinge a little bit more as you bring that arm to the side. Otherwise, keep it more upright. Think about rotating through your shoulder joint. Once again, pushing your knees to the back. Nice wide position. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to stay in the same position, but come up on our tippy toe, shoulders are down and back. Keep this arm here. This time we're going to sweep our arm straight. Palm in, palm back. Okay, so we've just increased the intensity because our lever, our arm is long rather than bent. If you want to hinge here again, you can. So just hinge a little bit more. That's going to take some of the work out of the shoulder and put it into your upper back. I'm trying to stay high on my tippy toe, really engaging my calf here. The other arm is active. Don't let it drop. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're doing that to the other side. So start flat-footed. You're starting with bent arms, bend, extend, and to the side. Little bounce through your lower body. But if this bounce isn't working for you, you can hold it static like this. In fact, I actually think it's harder when you hold it static. Somehow this little bounce, this little flow helps you with momentum, tiny bit of momentum. Remember to try and push your knees to the back and really squeeze the underside of your glutes. 10 seconds. Forward and side. Bend, extend, bend, extend. The other arm stays up, don't drop it. Up on that tippy toe. Okay, same thing but with straight arm. So palm in, palm back. Think about this motion initiating from the shoulder joint. You're not just throwing your arm around. You're rotating in the socket. If you want to hinge a bit more, you can do that. Either way, the sweaties are coming. I hope you're feeling it too. 12, 11, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to come into a parallel position. I'm going to come up on this toe again. I'm going to bring my arms to the back as I do a pulse up and a pulse up, a step out, a step in. Straight arms up, tricep pulse. Your hands are facing in towards each other. I'm transferring my weight over and then back in. Pulse and pulse. Don't just swing your arms. You're squeezing the top of your arm, the tricep. Try and hinge from the hips with a flat back. Pulse and pulse. Pulse and pulse. You can do it. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to stay in like this. We're going to do a bend extend with a little tiny pulse in the lower body. Deep breath in, tummy's room, back is flat, bend, extend, bend, extend. Pulse down and down, bend, extend with those arms. I'm up on the tippy toe, creating instability by not using both feet flat. Bend, extend, bend, extend. If you don't like this hinge position, you can stay more upright and just really shoot your arms back. Other side with that step out next. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll your shoulders, tippy toe on the other side. We're going to keep our palms to the back. Step out, step in. Okay, palms up. Hinge from your hips, step out, step in. If you want to, you can keep your arms lower and more upright with the body. I want you to really transfer the weight onto that moving side. Transfer here. So there's obviously always going to be weight on your supporting leg, but as you come wide, really try to push into that ball of the foot. Come on, arms are really getting sore now. I hope you're feeling this as much as me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're staying in. We're going to do bend press with our palms back. This one's going to burn like crazy. Hinge. And it's going to be bend press, down and up in that little squat position. Arms are close by your shoulders or by your rib cage. And you're going down and back. Remember, this is your option. But if you're doing this upright option, I want you to pick your arms up more. Come on, you can do it. 10, 9, 8, 7. Triceps on fire. 4. Okay, we're going to do a step back and a nice little twist and push out. Twist and push out. Really simple. Twist and push out with your biceps. So it's a hammer curl to a push to the side. I'm staying low in my front supporting leg. So I'm loading all the weight into that heel. And I'm not stepping all the way in with my back leg. Really pushing. These are tiny weights, so you need to create your own intensity by really gripping that weight, squeezing the bicep. Staying hinged forward will give you more glute activation in the front leg. 2 and 1. We're going to stay in this lunge position, stay wide, and we're just going to keep our arms out and do little ones. Little ones, okay? Deep breath in, little ones. So you're staying in a lunge pulse, arms wide. Come on, now if this is too much, just hold the pulse and do the arms only, okay? That's your option. Or you could even stand up and do this if the lunge is just not happening for you. Or slow it down a bit. Breathing. We're going other side next with that back lunge. Okay, we're going other side. We're going to do hammer curls. Just hammer curls, okay? All the way up to the shoulder. Remember, you're hinged from the hips. You're looking in front of you. Your neck is straight in line with your spine. Your weight is in the heel of the front leg. And you're really trying to keep that weight loaded in that heel. So you feel the glute of that supporting leg firing. In and step. Step. 10, 9. Keep going, you can do it. 2 and 1. Nice job. We're going to come into a wide position. not as low as we were before. Our arms are going to be up and we're going to drop and drop. That's all we're doing. You've seen this one before. Drop and drop. Now if you want to go really low, you can, but I want you to focus more on getting that elbow to touch your hip. Once again, thinking about your back, gliding against the wall, so you're not tipping forward, not tipping back. You're doing that little double pulse with the legs, but if you don't want to, here's your option. And side, side to side. Come on, breathing through it. And one, nice job. We're going to stay in this position and we're going to go across, across, over, over. Staying on one side. Come with me. It's a punch across, across, twist. Now the bottom arm extends as you extend the top arm. Extend down and the other one extends up. Across, across. I want you just to be moving from the waist. Your hips are static. Stay low, across, across, punch, punch. Keep going. Across, across. Really twist. This is for the waist. Last one. We're going to do that to the other side. So it's across, across, punch overhead and punch underneath. Ready? Stay low. Across, across. So your legs don't get a break here. Across, across, over, over. You sink low. Weight is in the heels. Squeeze the underside of your glutes. Push your knees back. We're nearly done with arms, or kind of cardio sculpt arms, including legs. We're nearly done with total body and moving on to more dedicated legs. Just one more exercise to go after this. Across, across, and over. Nice job. We're just going to come behind, behind, and back, and back. So it's forward, and then push back. And I'm doing a little bit of a jump because we're going to put our weights down after this. So may as well get your heart rate up a bit. But if you don't want to, just step up and up, back and back. So I'm scooping up, and then it's a tricep, but it's a wide tricep. Okay, look, it's wide. Up and up, back and back. You go faster if you want to go faster and really get your heart rate up. Okay, now put your weights down and grab your chair. We're going to face the seat of our chair towards us. Put your hands on the seat of the chair and come up and around, side and in. Big circle around and then side and in. Sweep it around and then directly to the side. Now, if you don't want to be down here, then you can put your hands on the back of the chair. Around, side and in. If you want to be up on your tippy toe of the supporting leg, you can do that too. Up and around, out to the side. Around and side. Try and face your chest and shoulders down towards the floor, even though your leg is turning out. Now we're going to come back around, lift it back. So it's around the other way and directly back. Around and back. Around and back. Once you see it, try and look at the ground or at the chair in front of you. Around and back. Big circles. Now, if you really can't do this circle with a straight leg, bend it, okay? Just bend it around and back. But if you can, get it up high. Around and back. Now we're going to go one to the side, 1 to the back. Okay, just straight legs. We can do it. Tummies are in, backs are flat, to the side, to the back, to the side, to the back. I actually find being up on my tippy toe on that supporting leg gives me a bit more room and makes it more comfortable. Side and back. Side and back. You can do it. Just keep going. If you need to bend here, you can bend. You can go side and back. You can keep it really low. 2 and 1. Now we're going to come over this way, but I want you to keep your hand on the chair. We're going to swing our knee in to touch our elbow and out. It's on an angle. In and out. In, touch your angle. In, touch your elbow and angle it slightly to the back. So I'm staying in this kind of hinged position. My back is flat, even though I'm on an angle. So my supporting leg is kind of halfway in between the chair legs. It's turned out. It's coming in and out. In and out. Feeling my supporting glute on fire, are you? And out. In and out. Really nice. All the way back. Now you can turn your chair and you can stay up more, and we're going to stay to the back. Extended legs stay to the back, and we're just going to come up and down, and I'm bend pressing through this leg. Bend, press, press. Keep your legs straight. Extend, extend. If you want to, come up on your tippy toe. Bend, press, press. We're going to the other side after this, so we're going to turn and put the seat of the chair towards us. Face our chest towards the chair and do those circles and raises on the other side. Keep your leg up if you can. If you need to bend, bend, but don't stop. 2 and 1. Okay, so same thing, other side. So side, around and side, around and side. A big circle and side. Remember your option, you can put your hands up on the chair instead, on the lean of the chair I'm in, rather than hinging down like this, and side. If you want more room, come up on that tippy toe. Once you see it, I really want you to look down at the mat. Around and side. Big circles, come on, you can do it, people. Around and side. So this time around the other way and back. Oh my goodness, are you ready? Around the other way, straight back. Around and up. Around and up. Look, it doesn't matter if you get your circles in the wrong direction either. Just circle whichever way and lift that leg. Wow, my calf is getting super sore as well. You can do it, just come on, you can do it. Just bend your leg if you need to, but please don't stop, even if you're going a lot slower than me. I know this one's tough, but you know the next couple are not as tough, right? Okay, remember, out to the side and straight back. If you need a breath, take a drink. So side and back. Keep your chest facing your chair because you don't want to turn out. Just because your leg is going to the side doesn't mean your whole chest is going to the side. Push into the palm of the hand that's closest to the moving leg. It will help you to keep your body aligned. Wow, supporting side death. We can do it though. Side and back. Come on, you can do it. Okay, So remember, we're going to have our foot kind of halfway in between, and we're going to come in and back. In and back. So you're touching in and shooting diagonal back and back. Touch your elbow, shoot diagonal back. It's in, diagonal back. In, diagonal back. So I'm using my hand at the top here just to give my body a different angle, because that's just going to challenge slightly different supporting muscles. Whenever you change the position of your body has to think, what muscles do I need to fire to stop it from falling over? Okay, so that's why we're continually changing our hand positioning and back, okay? Keep your leg all the way back. Whoops, I'm going to keep my tree. All the way back and just pulse and plie. Got to get the positioning right. So plie, down as your leg comes up, up. So my hips are turned out now, and even though I'm trying to keep my chest more towards the chair, it's okay to turn out a bit. If this is too much down here, you can keep it really low, but if you can, we're nearly on the mat. This is the last standing exercise. So really plie and get that leg high, keep it high. 2, 1, you don't need your chair. Okay, we're coming to the mat. Come into a laying position, and we're just going to start really simple. Legs up and down, across and across with that upper body. Cross and across. If you can't do this, then just tap and tap. Be wide action to start with. Try and get your shoulder across, not just the elbow. Three, 2, 1. We're going to come in for 2 and in for 2. So it's exactly the same kind of muscle groups working, but we're going to pull in for 2. Other side, in for 2. In for 2. In for 2. Breathe through it. In for 2. In for 2. In for 2. Come on. It's getting tough now because we are using the same muscle groups as in the previous exercise. Tummies are in, back is into the mat. If this is too much, maybe tap down and do it really slow. Okay, that's your option. In for 2. 2 and 1. The other leg is bent. We're going to come turn out up, straight leg up. Coming up each time with the upper body and up. Just a tiny crunch with the upper body. Turn out, straight leg. Turn out, straight leg. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. We're nearly done. Turn out, straight leg. You can keep it low. You can go half time. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exactly the same thing other side, okay? Deep breath. So turn out, straight leg. 2 crunches. So ready? Turn out, straight leg. Crunch, crunch. Crunch and crunch. Each time. Lifting the shape of that leg. If it's too much, maybe just do the legs, or maybe just do the upper body. You decide, but don't stop whatever you do. Turn out, straight leg. Try not to pull on your head. Really sore now. We're on our tummies after this. 4, 3, 2, 1. quickly switch it over on our tummies. We're going to do a backstroke with our arms. So back and around, back and around. Now lift your legs, back and around, thighs are up, back and around, squeeze your butt, raise every time, back and around, back and around, back and around. So it's to the front, circle back. If this is too much, just maybe keep your legs down, or don't do the pulse, or go slower. You can go a lot slower than this. Back and around, back and around. Squeeze those glutes. 2, 1, done. Wow, those ab exercises at the end of these endurance workouts always get my heart rate up so high. Deep breath in, just push away from the floor. I think it's because they're really fast. Most of them have been really fast. And maybe you can push a bit higher. It's super humid here today, so breathing is not easy. I don't know if it's humid where you are, but whenever you do cardio sculpt in a very humid environment and you need to suck oxygen, especially if you're talking like me, it's not an easy feat. Come to the front, pull away. And to the back. And let's just lay on our side, and we're going to pull our heel in, stretch our quad, the front of the thigh. That feels really good. And we're going to sit up and just bring our foot in and lean forward. Hamstring stretch on this extended leg. Breathe through it. Try and keep that leg straight, and with a hinge from the hips, lean forward. Don't round down like this. That's actually not going to do anything. You want to keep your body straight and tip forward. And let's just extend. We did so many plie squats today. We need to really make sure we stretch those inner thighs. Just point and flex here. Maybe roll your knees to the back a little bit. And then just bring the other foot in. And again, tip forward, hinging from your hips. You can take these stretches as long, you can make these stretches as long as you want. If this is your last workout especially, make sure that you stretch well. Come to the side, heel into the butt, and just push your hip to the front. And let's just sit in a cross-legged position. And we're going to bring our arms up overhead and just pull to the side, and other side, and in front, and round and up again, and then pull down, and then bring your hands to the back and pull up, maybe hinge forward again. And then just sweep it diagonally, up and down, and directly to the side. Roll your shoulders nice and upright, look towards the back. And other side. And that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for Endurance 40 Chisel It. Hope you felt that burn. It was a little bit easier on the brain today, not so many complicated combinations, but definitely still hard on the heart rate and the strength. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.